Just standing here in Haleakala National Park, hoping somebody will pick me up so I can hitchhike my way to the summit and hike down. Thus far, I'm 0 for 1. Oh for 9. 9 cars have passed by. Nothing. Do I look creepy? Okay, so I'm starting a 12-mile hike that they say takes 4 to 6 hours. I've got 3 hours and 45 minutes before sunset. Can I do it? Stay tuned. Whenever I'm hiking without service, there's only one album that for some reason my phone downloaded, and that's Delta Capella's All or Nothing, the group I used to sing with in Memphis, Tennessee. So thanks, Tony, for downloading it on my phone, and it's forever there, and for getting me through these long hikes. Okay, so it was probably not the smartest thing for me to do this hike by myself this close to sunset, but holy shit, it's beautiful up here, and it's all mine. I am literally above the clouds. I'm so thankful that of my 6 days here on Maui, one day the clouds parted, the sun broke through, and I was able to come do this hike, because if it wasn't, I wouldn't have been able to, and I would have ranked this park very differently. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Is that light balancing? Would you believe I'm 10,000 feet in the air above the clouds? Well, not those clouds. I'm hiking above the clouds right now at sunset, and it's spectacular. I have never experienced anything like this. Fair warning, if I ever bring you here, it's probably because I'm proposing. Y'all, people probably think I'm doing inappropriate things to myself on this trail because of how often I'm going, at the beauty. Oh my gosh, this is heavenly, and every moment gets better. Look at this mountain. It's glowing. It's a glowing paradise. Glowing. There's more glowing. Look at it glowing. Ooh. You guys, my battery's dying, so I probably can't post anymore. But there's a nene behind me. A nene appeared right as the mountains glowed. A real nene. Look at him walking away. Okay, a few important things. First of all, who knew that even while in airplane mode, playing music through your iPhone speakers drains the battery? Who knew healthcare was so complicated? And who knew that listening to music through your speaker? Second thing, I stand by everything I said about how divine the Crater Trail at sunset was. It was amazing. It was incredible. It was so insanely beautiful. I'm basically my favorite hike of this whole journey. It was Third thing, though, I want you to take a look at this map that the National Park Service provided and tell me if you think that the final 3.7 miles of this hike look like they would be nothing but pure switchbacks going straight vertical. So we have short hikes. Haleakala National Park summit area, short hikes. Now, I knew I was getting into a 12-miler here, but I was told it was basically downhill because I parked here and hitchhiked my way up to the top. And if you see here, I got to this point when it got dark, basically pitch black. So I'm looking and I'm thinking, well, there's a few squiggles there, but it must just like go around the side of the mountain, beautiful cloud views, and then I'm back to my car. No, those squiggles are deceiving. They're so deceiving. That was pure switchbacks, that whole thing. 3.7 miles of pure switchbacks, vertical, from 7 to 8,000 feet. And so I just want to take this moment to thank Jesus for getting me through that, because it was 4 miles of just a little flashlight that I need to thank Dakari for packing in my backpack when I was hurrying out the door trying to get to this hike in time to beat sunset. I also need to thank my sisters for all the musical theater they had me watch as a kid, because I sang a lot of musical theater, a lot of disco, and a lot of cheesy 90s hits while I was singing, because I was terrified hiking up there at night. It was pitch black, all by myself. Got a few good toots on my Mountain Smith whistle, because whatever creepy animals or things were around there, I wanted to keep them away. Oh, and another thing. That not looking so bad squiggle, to get into that, you had to go through a horse gate. So the whole time I'm wondering if I'm even on the right path. It was sheer drop-offs the entire time. Like if I took one slip in this muddy horse poo, I'd go over the edge and be dead. Also had some good spirituals in there. A lot of, oh, when my legs hurt really bad, give me Jesus. Oh, when I have a blister that popped on my foot, give me Jesus. Oh, when I'm alone and all the nays sound like wolves, give me Jesus. Let this flashlight not go out. So if you are at Haleakala National Park tonight, if you work there and you heard someone from 7 to 8 o'clock singing all sorts of random musical theater and Elton John songs and S Club 7, it was me. I was terrified. Also, in my own defense, I should say that from what I gathered, I thought I could do it in 4 hours. I ended up taking a little bit too much time taking photos with the tripod, which took longer than I thought. And it was so beautiful, I was admiring it, which took longer than I thought. But I'm not going to call out my friends Dean and Dakari, who instead of coming on this hike with me, went to the beach and sat by the beach all day and drank cocktails and just sat in the warm water and by the beach. I'm not going to call out Dean and Dakari. Not going to call them out at all. Never. So I just want to say I love you all. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be alive. I did not want the story that runs in the paper in Maui tomorrow to be, remember that guy we featured for coming to Maui? He's dead because he fell off the cliff because he went hiking at night by himself. Oh, I forgot to say that I'm pretty darn proud of myself because I did those 4 pure switchback vertical miles, all 4 of the miles, 3.7, in exactly an hour. That, my friends, I'm proud of. And that I did it with a little flashlight while singing musical theater tunes the entire time and with no breaks because I was terrified. So thank you, adrenaline. And if you don't believe that adrenaline was pumping, I have one example for you, but it's a little gross. So at the end of my hike, I had on a long jacket and I felt something dripping out of my wrist. And I realized that it was my perspiration because I had been hiking that hard that it just went down my whole arm and came out my wrist. Good night, everybody. So if you've listened to me rant for this long, you deserve an award. So good night, everybody, from Maui. My final night in Maui. It's been a blast. Hawaii, you've been amazing. I'm excited to get back to the mainland and wait for all these pictures.